You talk about the anabolic and catabolic score of food in your book. What is that?
Hmm. Well, yeah, that's something that I kind of created to rank these different foods of how they affect the processes of autophagy and mTOR. So the more a food activates mTOR, or the more it spikes these anabolic processes in the growth, then the higher its, let's say, anabolic score is going to be. And usually those foods are the foods that have this very bioavailable protein, like a whey protein is like liquid, it's very easily absorbed, and it also has all the amino acids responsible for muscle protein synthesis, and it does spike mTOR as well. So that is, probably the highest anabolic food in the world because of that. And other foods related to that would be maybe like eggs, whole eggs, because eggs also have the full spectrum amino acids, and they are especially also high in leucine, which is like the key amino acid responsible for muscle protein synthesis. So, those foods are usually the ones, these anabolic, that promote the growth, like meat, chicken, fish, and things like that. But as well, the carbs can also be somewhere, but they're not as high as just the protein. And on the other hand, the foods that will lower anabolic score are the ones that basically, instead of promoting growth, they promote these catabolic pathways in the body, like autophagy, as well as maybe ketosis. So those foods are mostly like these plant polyphenols, cruciferous vegetables, even coffee and tea. Those are, these more catabolic foods because they promote the catabolic pathways. And yeah, like on the lowest end, you can find things like, berberine, which is actually like a supplement, but it is like you can find berberine in nature. It's like this herb that is lowering your blood sugar and lowers insulin and lowers mTOR quite a lot. So it actually mimics a lot of these, anti-diabetic drugs like metformin and rapamycin, but it's, found in nature. So it's almost like a food. And yeah, it's a very catabolic food in the sense that it down-regulates all the growth pathways.
So, berberine, would that be something that people should take, maybe if they're doing like a fasted day or looking for more of a, autophagy process?
Yeah, potentially. Like it is best to take if you are trying to maybe lower your blood sugar, or maybe after like a meal that you have carbohydrates, because it's not the best to take if you're trying to build muscle and you're eating something that is supposed to grow muscle. So yeah, like I personally do take a berberine every once in a while. I take it maybe only if I ate like a higher carb meal, or yeah, if I'm having like this fasting mimicking day that I'm trying to promote autophagy more. So
Mhm.
yeah, it's a best time to take that.
Does that come in a supplement form too, like a pill, or you have to get it from? I mean, what is it, like a leaf? What does it look like?
Yeah, it's mostly, yeah, the easiest way is to get it like as a supplement. Like there's different kinds of it, mostly on Amazon, and like the dose is usually like 2 to 3 or 400 milligrams is kind of the optimal dose. Like too much is definitely not good, and you may get like a hypoglycemic by taking too much.